is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Florida Gators and the Oklahoma Sooners. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. The Florida head coach told me before the game, he understands that they are walking into a very difficult situation today. Their opponents have a big winning streak on hand, but so do they. He said, I believe that we can come and set the tone early. Look for them to be very balanced in their play call and show why they've won these games 3 in a row and really set the tone here early in the first quarter. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooners offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Handoff to Xavier. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily and, more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
On 3rd down, here's Robinson. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 20. Touchdown Sooners! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The Gators offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes a workhorse in this offense, Jaden Ball. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The short hands, it's Brown. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Sometimes it takes quarterback.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they stop him short. Complete the pass, but no first.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This offense needed a big play, and that is the guy that they need to go to help create a spark on offense. Awesome job.
And the extra point is good. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
To the air on 2nd down. Complete out left to Wilson. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. The Gators come to the line in the hurry-up.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Here's a give the ball. Maybe some room here. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking down.
And he runs it in for the score. Out Florida. Now you know why you do all of those squats, all of those deadlifts, extra time in the weight room.
No doubt. Get that lower body strength so you can just shed people off you. What a great job smelling the end zone and getting in.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Rides the option, he keeps it. Gets away from one, finds some space. There he goes to the right. He's at the 10. Touch!
Didn't know, they know now. That QB right there, man, that dude can fly. This offense is so explosive because the guy who gets the football can take off and make big plays at any point on the field, and he shows you how it's done right there.
He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. Fires to the tight end. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Now on the counter. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's complete along the sidelines. It's a catch inbounds, and it's a 1st down. They didn't get too greedy there. They knew what they needed, and he gets it just past the sticks.
Yeah, and I'd like to see the defense maybe be a little bit more aggressive, a little more in the face.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Nothing going right for this team early in the 1st quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Man, what an opening quarter for this offense. They've got it again, 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Sooners! He carried it into the end zone for the score. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz, they can rush you with 4, with 3, but they've got dudes that can beat you one-on-one, and you're seeing that in this game.
Jumped on top of the pile. The Gators headed quickly to the line. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll throw on 3rd down. Right on the money. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. If you're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
So now it's 2nd and long. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he slides to avoid the contact and did it just at the right moment and got the 1st down. The Gators are marching down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's ball. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Nowhere close on. As he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Got it. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
And you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you, get the first down. You don't. Now, decision time, 4th and short.
Across the 25. Could be an alley. Sly find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. Final play of the quarter coming. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Slips through the line, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. This is a real chance to sort of settle things down, maybe generate a little momentum if you can put together a touchdown drive here.
Oh, it'd be a great opportunity.
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Handoff for Ball. They knock him down right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the wideout. Quickly complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes it past the marker. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. They're setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Gators are in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Gators!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. They'll give it to Robinson. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the 1st down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the 1st down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Escapes trouble. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Really nice individual effort that time by the wide receiver. He was trying to get...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. This is a designed run. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He might want another play. Running inside. It's Pryor. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. Finding some room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. After the run, now to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Fires downfield. And wings it incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Run inside. It's Pryor. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's long. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
When I go into every game, I want to get my running back going. I want to get the ground game going, and he has. This afternoon, over 100 yards now, showed you a little bit of everything in the run game, and that's why this offense has been humming.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. Here's a give the ball. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Florida.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down...
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Handoff for Ball. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. Under fire. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That play calling menu just gets so much bigger when I got a guy, Jesse, that can do this. Like, he can run the football, such a weapon. We saw it all throughout this game so far, and you see it once you get closer to that red area, man. You get that +1 advantage having your quarterback that can be a running threat.
And the frustrating part for a defense, too, is that even when you're right, you're wrong. We've seen on some of these runs today, guys have been in position to make a tackle, but they just can't get him down on the ground. He's got that dynamic running ability. He's a true dual threat, and right now he's given this defense all they can handle.
And they're going to play it safe. Conservative approach here, but they'll take the knee and head to halftime. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye that bull Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half. The Sooners will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What did they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Checking in with Coach Venables at the half. This team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is the freshman defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Quarterback making checks. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Still on his feet at the 45. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another first down. This guy can do that a lot.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A spectacular one-hand grab.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying play action. steps away to find some room. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cut them.
He tries to take the top off. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gators!
On these critical fourth downs, as a quarterback, you've got to find your best matchup, and they didn't just get the first down. He had his guy one-on-one. He took a shot, and it pays off for a huge score.
42, Oklahoma, 28.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. On the move. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. It's Mateer. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Floats it out in space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. The inside handoff. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
That's caught. It's Harris. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Stepping to the right. He stopped just inside his own 40. They'll mark it at the 39, and it'll be 4th down. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher. Oh, misjudges it a bit and muffs it.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He's now over 150 yards on the ground and starting to put Emmitt Smith's single-game rushing record in sight.
Just feed the big fella. I mean, when you make plays and when you break tackles and you can keep the ball going on the ground and get me first downs, I'm going to continue to feature them. If I'm the orange, if I'm the blue, it's not hard. Find that guy, give him the ball.
He wants to change this route. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Brown. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys.
There's a crease. 10. Touch. Gators. Into the the breakaway score.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down. Like, everything going the other direction.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Now on the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, here on the Florida sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pryor. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Using his feet. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. This quarterback part of their running game. Here's a little room there. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And it looked like for a second, man, he was going to take that all the way. He was going to score, broke some tackles, made the play, down inside the 5. He finally gets wrapped up. Now this offense set up with a 1st and goal situation.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Ball. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He just... Pop that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll run out of the gun. Here's Xavier Robinson. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, he comes up with a huge 1st down.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't.
Might have a chance. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Obviously, this game hasn't gone the way they would have liked, but coaches are always looking for positive moments and things that you can build on. How about that young man going out, getting an interception? Yeah, they're being blown out. They're probably not going to win this football game, but that is the type of play that as a coaching staff you can build on for next week's game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got his man on the outside. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. To the air on first down. Here comes the heat. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Here's the pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
He'll pull it down and run. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Big fella moving. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Here's Xavier Robinson. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They got mauled on the last play. Do they have anything that'll work on third and goal from the 2? Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and, David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Under fire. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Mays. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man to the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. The Gators started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Gives it on the option. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
63, Oklahoma, 28.
He'll bring it out. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll run out of the gun here with Robinson. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Florida.
One more play to pad the stats.
Ready, go!
Caught behind the line. It's Harris. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.